Yes, my name is L Swift, Swigga the Dawn, Swigga the Great, Swigga the Super Magnificent, from the great NE, you know what I mean? Well, my mother's death is what really made me get into hip hop as far as like, I used to express myself about that, you know what I mean? But Rakim, when I heard I Got Soul for the first time, my homie played it for me in the basement. I was like, ooh, that's crazy. I just came from the Caribbean, from the islands. I was an island kid all my life. Then I heard that, I was like, ooh. I didn't start writing right away, but it inspired me though, you know what I mean? When I moved to New York, I was like about 8 years old, and did I know I moved on the same block as Slick Rick and Flex. Flex lived next door to me, and Slick Rick lived down the block, you know what I mean? This is like in 85 or something like that, so it's like, you know, it was high Slick Rick time. I just know he used to walk down the block with the crazy jewels in the regular neighborhood, you know what I mean? Like, big up to Rick. That's one of my favorite first memories ever. I recently started listening to country music, right? And country music remind me a lot about a lot of hip hop when it first started, because it was not about material, nothing. It was just straight stories and stuff from their inner cities or wherever they are, their small towns, you know what I mean? And that's what we had, you know what I mean? But now it's different. But country music inspires me in that way now for me to write hip hop. Because my family from the Caribbean, so my older family, they don't. I was born in St. Lucia, and my parents from St. Kitts, you know, shit like that. So I grew up in the Caribbean, like I lived in Virgin Gorda, I lived in Barbados, I lived in a few islands. But the family didn't understand. All they knew was like calypso, and they didn't know the biggest you could get in the islands at that time was being in a calypso band, and y'all play every carnival. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest you could get, and you be on the radio. But they didn't understand what I was doing, which is like a music business, which is like a different thing. You know what I mean? So a couple of them understand now, but most of them still don't. Where I'm at right now, which is rebranding my group Natural Elements. You know what I mean? And knowing that we was ahead of our time so much that we got time to play with. So right now, the stuff we putting out now is probably what people gonna be doing in 10 years from now. But we're gonna still drop it. Charlemagne's on the beat, Scram Jones. We just want to make sure that we can last as long as we can last beyond our deaths, beyond when we're not here no more. So if we could do a good 40, 50 years of beyond when we're dead, people knowing about us, then that's what we want to do.